1 game all.
Those of you who missed McEnroe's comments, he said after he finished so late last night in his tough match against Connors that he's going out and going for it right from the beginning, do his very best right from the start, make it as short as possible. Made those comments, at the press conference, at his press conference last night.
Very effective serve, lefty to righty, particularly when a fellow's going to take a big looping backswing. That tight one into the body. Lendl step around, tried it a forehand. The ball keeps cutting into his body. Good lob. Missed it. Gee, made a good lob out of that, didn't he? From a very tough position. I think he wanted to drive it at the start, then realized it got behind him and McEnroe was covering the passing shot. That's what we call a defensive lob, when you put it up high in the air and just try to get the person back from the net. Offensive lob is when you're trying to get it over their head for a winner. That's low trajectory kind.
Quiet, please.
Those of you who watched the Lions beat the Falcons in overtime 27-24.
15-30.
We're at the National Tennis Center for the men's singles final. McEnroe and Lendl tied at a game apiece. McEnroe serving at 15-30. Pat Summerall with Tony Trabert and John Newcomb.
This is the first real test. It's only early in the match. See where McEnroe elects to serve this ball. 15-30 point, of course, is a much bigger point than if you were leading 30-15, so you would tend to try to go to the other player's weakness.
That's a weakness. That's McEnroe's second ace.
On a second serve, 15-30 down, that's a pretty brave effort. It also says that he respects the return of serve of Lendl. He can't just cripple it in because he knows Ivan will knock it right past him. He's gone to the body on the forehand side here 3 or 4 times already on the second serve.
Ooh. 40-30.
Looks as though he wants to keep that second serve very tight around the body, Tony, whether it's on his forehand or backhand. Lendl leads McEnroe 3-1 when they played on a cement court similar to this.
That's rather surprising, isn't it?
That was in that, I think, that one period when Lendl was dominating McEnroe.
Deuce.
That's his first double fault. And it's back at deuce. Using a machine, Cyclops they call it, to call the service line. They also have a linesperson there as well.
Advantage, McEnroe.
There's the machine.
And that Cyclops covers an area about 12 inches behind the service line. And if it hits in that area, it beeps. If it hits beyond that area, it does not beep. So it's up to the linesperson to call a fault. That's where we've had a few problems in the past.
Right now, McEnroe's having a problem with somebody in the stands.
Deuce.
I'll be interested to see if Lendl tries to pass cross-court off the backhand more, because he normally goes down the line.
I was just going to say, if he keeps that up all day, he's going to make you a believer in his cross-court backhand passing shot.
Advantage McEnroe.
3 aces for John. Difficult trying to hurt him, but McEnroe holds and leads 2-1.
McEnroe leads.
York City in the back down. Lendl.
Well, that's pretty good to take that first serve and get into the net behind it.
That one took me by surprise. We saw him doing it to Connors last night, but Lendl has a harder first serve than Connors.
Love.
Let's check out what happened today in the NFL. The Cardinals rolled over Buffalo 37-7. The Bears won again 27-0. Kansas City beat Cincinnati 27-22. Miami over New England 28-7. More in a minute. 30 love. Lendl serving. The Giants upset Dallas 28-7. In overtime, it was Detroit 27-24 of Atlanta. Philadelphia beat Minnesota 19-17. New Orleans over Tampa Bay 17-13. And so far, you're up to date.
And Lendl serving at 40 love.